On the top left we do have Dark, who we've seen a few times today already, and on the bottom right we do have Classic, who we also have seen a few times. But that tends to happen if you just go through those replays from a cup, and those guys advancing just do advance, so not much you can do about it. Dark. Sending out a drone, does not want to play a long one, possibly just for a block on that natural. This is a map where people sometimes go Nexus first, or used to, back in the day. Now the current meta kind of forbids this, but oh, see this one, he could go for a block, but he's not gonna go for it. And Dark's gonna proxy edge this one, pretty sure. There we go. I love it, he even sets the rally. Or does it automatically set? I don't know. I wonder actually now. Maybe it does, yeah. Only 3 workers. Going to town on this one. That's not enough to keep the health low. Now the 4th probe is gonna start and help out here. Zealot is gonna be chrono boosted, and we do see that cybernetic score coming online now. And Dark behind this, of course, going into a normal hatchery and then the gas pool. So this ends up being a normal opening, but just with a different delayed timing basically. And it forces your Protoss brother to do the same, but it also delays everything. It's just like now you have 2 zealots, which you really didn't need. Maybe only 1. And you kind of need to make use of those zealots now. Now, is he gonna go for another block attempt here? No, it's not gonna work out. Possibly snatch a gas, not in the main base though. All geysers already taken. And he's just setting up a rally here for the drone. He's gonna walk across the map until it gets killed by the adept eventually. But he might not go for that. You kind of always want to go aggressive with the SD Protoss here, so he's trying to kill that one. Excuse me, with a probe here. And at home we see this 3rd base going up. The 2nd base is going to get evacuated because he knows there's going to be an adept in a moment. He needs to have some links. He needs to fight off a zealot adept. That's not that easy with links only. Especially slow links, so he's going to have a bad time here. Quite a while until those queens do pop. Once those are there, then he can finally retake his low ground. The first queen is going to pop. Just go there with those drones. A little bit aggressive. And yeah, as you can see, one is... No way! Dark. A master of his art. This is the one that was scouting, by the way. This adept has to kill him. This guy, you know, standing in that wall. Or girl, or whatever. Protoss. I don't know. Genderless. There you go. Or multiple gender. Whatever. Everything. At the same time. It's fine. But the adept here is the one that got the kill and is standing strong in that wall. Now what is our follow-up here? We're still producing quite a few adepts as classic, and the next oracle is also being queued up. He's gonna make a pylon here on that high ground and possibly a shield battery in this location to keep this area safe. To wait and see though, it would be very interesting. This is a weird rally. Now he's killing a few workers across the map. Sorry we didn't see that one. I'm just so curious about this rally. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for him, does it? He could have rallied them to the natural. He's just stacking probes here. It's not like he has like a secret idea of stacking probes, does he? Now they finally move. And the adept with the kill, by the way, did also rotate here to the 3rd base. Standing guard there. And then we go with Twilight Council Forge follow-up. Phoenix, interesting here. The ones really to get rid of that Overlord. Could have gone with some high ground vision and a Stalker, but I guess if you go Phoenix, you don't really want to make a Stalker, do you? Huh? What's this classic? What are you up to? He hasn't warped in anything since the transformation. Triple Oracle coming in, really overkilling those drones possibly. Gonna go for a stasis attempt here. This is not hit more than one drone, but the other two oracles are gonna find a few. And they're gonna go into that third base. Very low now, needs to be extremely careful. Phoenix is gonna poke that one. Sentry weapon, okay. Wow. 6 and 20 HP. The other one's sitting at, well, 88 HP at 79, that's gonna be fine. Immortal production? Still nothing out of that Twilight. No extra tech, no Templar Archives, no DT Shrine, no upgrade. There we go. And then it should be charge. It should be charge. Why is he not clicking it? It's not that expensive. 100, 100. Needs to get that going. You cannot forget about this. Infestation pit on the way here. For other player. It's gonna be looking flying good. And this Overlord is gonna get shot at. Possibly transfused here by those queens to save it. Get back to that base. There we go. Phoenix is gonna be pushed out. Triple Oracle, can they make something happen here? Storm is on the way. One Oracle is gonna die. Second Oracle is gonna live. Charge. Charge. He's about to warp in like 6 zealots or something. Charge. Okay, so at this point is a very big mistake. He has no charge, but Storm. He's making zealots at this point as well. And he's stacking up some chargeless zealots now. Now he should know now. He looks at the movement of these guys, he's like, wait. But maybe he thought he clicked it, but he didn't have the money, so he, like, waiting it on it still. He's gonna have a bad time. He's gonna have a really bad time. I mean, Storm is gonna be cool and all, and +2 is gonna be great. But if your zealots can never hit anything but links, you can't kill those hydras ever. And then you're gonna have, even like +5 wouldn't help you in that situation. If you can never hit a hydra, and you're not gonna do any damage. You should notice at this point, it's kind of late. He just went over to this location with a camera. We can look here in the minimap where this camera is. We're gonna follow him for a second. There he rotates like this. Goes to the army, goes to the natural, to the third, goes to the army and the fourth. Can we get his camera back? Now he moves out. He's like, alright, it's about time. We should have charge and everything, Storm and enough energy. We do have a lot of reinforcements. We do have the first Archon in the mix. We have 3 Immortals. We can move out. Something's wrong. Something feels off. What am I missing? My zealots are there. I should be finishing up any second, right? Now let's go. Let's engage. Wait, why is this? Why are the zealots so slow? Why are they not moving? And he starts a fleet beacon, of course. Wait, my zealots are not charging, right? Did he see? Does he see? Does he notice? He just went back. He clicks charge. He does not chrono boost it though. But this attack is kind of done. I mean, oh, he lost an oracle, I guess. This attack is kind of done. He needs to move back now. He's gonna go into that extra Stargate, extra fleet beacon, tech. 4 bases are here. But that charge, man. I mean, having 14 zealots with no charge is definitely not what you're looking for. Second Stargate. So now he's like, alright, let's just go transition, next point. Adaptive talent's already on the way here. Dark maybe a little bit ahead in that transition game. We're focusing a lot on the charge and not really noticing that Dark is already sitting at number 4, number 5, number 6 in bases. He has the Nidus going up here anywhere, and he's about to push out. He does have a bunch of Hydras. He does have 8 Lurkers in the mix. The Lurkers are not with this army though. And he's dodging those storms. That's how this ability was intended to be. The dash, really cool ability. Lovely stuff. Lurkers pushing into that natural. Only 2 though, getting out of that Nidus Canal. And a few depths are actually dealing a great amount of damage there in Dark's natural, killing 10 drones. But how many drones do you need to lose to get back into a game where you didn't make charge for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes or something? We don't know, we'll have to wait and find out. And now this is the big turning point we've been waiting on. The big lurker morph. Lynx coming in. A goop on a almost finished. That's crazy, almost finished Tempest there. Dark setting up a big attack. Lurkers ready to pounce here. Crawl sieging a little bit here, maybe a little bit too aggressive with those Hydralisks, just standing in those storms, bathing there. He needs those immortals, sorry, not those immortals, he needs those Lurkers to come a little bit further forward. He needs to basically just kill that base while he does not lose the army yet. That dash to snipe that Tempest, great idea there. I think the dash is a little bit, maybe the cooldown is a little bit too small. A couple of Lurkers cannot burrow there. Now finally they do, but base is gonna be killed. Tempest is trying to kill those Hydras, maybe not the greatest idea. He does kill a base here on the top right with these Zealots, but now they're gonna get killed off. And these Lurkers, they can always just go back to the Nidus Worm. Well, that's a great storm, that's a great storm. That was a really good storm. Oh man, who was that High Templar? I think he killed a few units, but apparently he didn't. Can't find a High Templar with kills. Still a great storm. A lot of amount of damage. Now Tempests are stacking in numbers. Hydras are even struggling to fight Tempest head on. Now these Lurkers still standing strong here. Hydras are dodging some of the damage. And things are still falling apart here for our Prowess player. He's only sitting on 3 bases, he's only sitting on 40 workers. He's clearing the army, but he does not simply have anything to work with, really. I mean, he did not lose the base yet, but things are starting to fall apart in the main base as well. +3 is not going to finish here on his units as well. That's a big investment. Never going to finish. He's losing some expensive units down here. That Hydra Dash, man. It's so gross. Look at this. GG, I guess WW. And yeah, I've never seen this Templar attacks be so good before. Yeah man, he's like hitting those guys with the Templars. Hit him like it's hot. Now, next map. Hopefully Classic can turn it around and show something better than the first game. Still gonna be up against Dark. Okay. And we are in the game. Bottom right, Dark. Top left, Classic. Templars only auto-attacking but never really storming that much. I guess that one storm was really sweet on that. On that one position. But I mean, if you go for a charge lot Archon storm attack and you have no charge, I mean, how much can you do, right? Then he tried to go into that. Like, it was definitely designed to kill one base at least, right? That push. It was very strong. If you try to engage it after it gains a good position, it's so hard. And you soften up everything with those storms, and then you just charge on the rest of that. And you have a few mortals to really poke out a base. Then you can't commit because you don't have charge. And you're looking at, like, you're sitting at 3 bases. Yeah, and need to take a 4th. And your opponent is already at 5 bases. And he starts to take a 6. It's like really bad situation. So I think that charge really did cost Classic any chance in that game to make something work for himself. He never had any robo units, he didn't have any long range, didn't have any good positions on the map, didn't have anything to work against those lurkers, didn't have a big immortal count, he had like no colossi, had no disruptors, he had tried to kind of speed push into those tempests, but it was just a little bit too late apparently. The push was already there from Dark, and then that's why he made everything happen. And that Hydra dash, man, utilizing it really, really nicely, sniping unit after unit, dodging those storms as good as possible. It's like you have like stimmed bio at that point, if you have that Hydra dash to really split against storms. It's really cool, but that makes Storm quite weak actually. I wonder if we get a comeback from Colossi, because people are getting more and more used to that ability from the Hydralisk and getting more skilled at using it. Now forward base is going to be taken here by Dark. Potentially a target here. Or Classic. If he does get a push wish charge going this time. Or even a blink attempt would be good enough. Oracle opening. No Void Ray, which has been quite meta recently actually. Void Ray into Oracle. The second Adept is going to join up here. Might shade in. We'll have to wait and see. Lynx need to be on top of this one. Now he does have speed. Gonna be an easy chase. Still gonna commit though. Interesting choice here. He's gonna lose those. I don't think that's a good thing that he did there. I don't know, man. You would trade 2 Adepts for 5 Lynx? I think Zerg is quite happy with that. Also, the Oracle comes in later. After that happened. It feels like a double mistake, right? It feels like a first mistake, the Adept trade for like nothing. And then it feels also like a timing mistake. The Oracle comes in just later after that. So if that would have been at the same time, I mean, you can't micro the Adepts as well, but you definitely get some more value out of that Oracle, don't you? At least potentially you have an opening created for yourself, right? It's always easier to only extinguish 1 fire at the same time. But if you have 2 fires burning at the same time, and you can only put out 1, the other one is definitely gonna deal some damage. Adept Glaives. Alright. Doing something different. But Dark, is he gonna let him? I think Classic hasn't even seen this yet. He only sees like there's no drones. He's opening this. There's no lair. There's only 4 queens. Now there's gonna be roaches. Finally spots that roach warren. He's gonna kill some drones, but oh my god, he loses an oracle. That's terrible. He actually needs stasis traps at home. He needs something against those lynx. He has a phoenix. No. The queens are here. Queens are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are hitting those adepts. Adepts against queens. It's something that can work. There's no creep. Can you win this? Is this gonna be the worst choice that Dark has ever made? Or is this gonna work out just perfectly fine here? Queens against the Oracle. That's the idea. He's actually making a lair. He's bringing an Overlord. Maybe... Oh no, it's queens. Maybe you forgot about the lair, I thought for a second. But he gets that base. And I wonder if he just goes for the cybernetic score. He's gonna stream in the lynx. The lynx do get through. Stasis trap though. Oh my god, he kills the stasis trap with a bile, I think. Can he get that oracle? He does get a hit. It's only 25 HP now. Oh, he kills it with the queen. Now no more air units here. Only adepts to defend and a low shield battery. No overcharge anymore ready here. Things are really falling apart here for Classic. Needs to pull the probes. I think he is donezo's. A few zealots even being charged in, even though we do have the glaives now. I don't know, man. Classic making some questionable decisions here. Dark is too good. Indeed, he's just gonna break him. Knows. Oh yeah, of course, he lost the cybernetics because he had to warp in zealots. There we go. My bad. And Classic's bad as well, because he will lose that last instructor. 13 kills. It's the greatest adept that has ever lived, but in the end he will get eaten by a roach. The fate of all. GG, well played by Dark here.